UX questions. Your user experience questions answered in 3 minutes or less.
Gianni from Anaheim, California asks, how can I design for diversity? I love that question. Thanks for asking, Gianni. This is UX question number 65, and I'm Ben Judy. How can I design for diversity? Well, it's a great question because good design is good for everybody. One of the fundamental reasons user experience exists as a discipline or practice is because when I design a digital product, I will naturally, by default, design for people like me. In other words, I won't design for a diverse user group because of my own bias. Bias is an inherent part of human nature, and it takes intentionality and a thoughtful approach to overcome our biases. An important thing to understand about human diversity is that there is an infinite number of diversity factors. What do I mean by diversity factors? Well, I mean categories like demographics, cultural identities, ethnicity, training and expertise. Humans are different in so many ways. We can study a population of people, software users or website visitors, for example, in countless ways. Language and communication abilities, income and social class, the technology they use, physical abilities or disabilities, diets, attitudes and opinions about any topic. And people aren't static. Many aspects of what makes us individually distinct change over time. So not only is designing for diversity an incredibly broad target, it's also a moving target. Here's the inescapable truth of designing for diversity. You must choose which diversity factors you will focus on and why. You have to prioritize because the concept of universal design, one single product design that serves the needs of all people everywhere for all time, is actually impossible. I love this quote from the book Moments of Impact by Chris Ertl and Lisa K. Solomon. Quote, "You can't possibly take into account, less optimize for, all the possible combinations of these perspectives. Thankfully, you don't need to. Your purpose isn't to gather a Noah's Ark of token representation. It's to find creative and effective solutions to real challenges." So the path to designing for diversity begins at the same place all UX design efforts begin. Know your users, study them, build empathy for them, and the specific challenges they face. Make a list of as many diversity factors as you can discover, and then do the hard work of strategically prioritizing. What diversity factors will you solve for? And why are you narrowing your focus to those factors? I've spoken at length about diversity, inclusive design, and related topics. I encourage you to go back to episode 45, What is Inclusive Design? And also check out my half-hour episode, UX Question Special Number 1, Inclusive Design Strategy. Keep asking your questions about UX. Next time, I'll answer the question, how can I lead performance evaluations for UX professionals? This episode of UX Questions is sponsored by UX Strat. UX Strat is the premier event where you can interact with the world's best in design strategy and innovation. I attended the first UX Strat USA conference in 2013, and I immediately knew I had found my tribe. The depth of the case studies presented and the transparency in this community of professionals drew me in, and I can't wait to go back every year. At UX Strat, you'll learn things about design strategy and innovation that you won't hear anywhere else. You'll connect with amazing peers in UX strategy and related disciplines, and you'll leave inspired. UX Strat USA takes place in beautiful Boulder, Colorado on September 11th through 13th, 2023 at the classic Boulder Theater. It's the perfect setting to learn new skills, get inspired by the best of the best, and meet your experienced peers in a beautiful location. UX Strat offers a no-risk policy that allows simple ticket transfers if plans change before the event. I'll see you there. Buy your tickets now at uxstrat.com. I couldn't be happier to have UX Strat as a sponsor of UX Questions. Many thanks to UX Strat for your support. By the way, if you'd like to promote your event, your brand, your product, or yourself to the UX Questions audience in a sponsorship spot, just like this one for UX Strat, go to uxquestions.com and click on Sponsor for details. Hey, it's Ben Judy. Thanks for listening to another episode of UX Questions. I invite you to support UX Questions on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/UXQuestions. For the price of a cup of coffee or two each month, you can become part of the UX Questions community and you can earn different perks at each level of support. Patreon members get a free sponsorship spot or personal message placed at the end of an episode. You can join live group Q&A chats with me and other members. You can get early access to new videos and podcasts as soon as editing is finished. Plus, you can get direct access to download the full video and audio library of UX Questions content. And there's so much more. I really appreciate your membership support through Patreon. Visit patreon.com/UXQuestions and start your membership today.